Nyan nyan! Good evening, everybody. This is your hostess, Cupcake Kitten. I decided to be a little funny today. We're a cupcake on my head for a second. It's a topper of a gift box I own. The reason I haven't been wearing my kitty ears lately is because for some reason I cannot find where they went, which I'm thinking is an indication I need to clean my house. But today, of course, we are going to do the continuation of our Sinon cosplay with my guest, of course, Sinon herself. So, last time we were obviously working on the jacket. How I am doing the trim for her coat is I bought something called bias tape. And so what I did is I went all along the edges of the outfit. I mean, along all the edges. I'm still actually finishing going over the top collar part, but basically what you do with bias tape, and then this is kind of what it looks like. That's a red one for another costume I'm gonna do, but you can get it at Hobby Lobby, Joint Fabrics, Walmart. It's easy to come by. Comes packaged like this. You open it up, pull it out, and it's just a long strip that you'll unroll as you go along the edges of whatever you're working on. So basically, you just go around every edge and it'll be like that, and you just fold it in a sense. Each side, you do a fold, and you'll pin it. You'll just go around the whole outfit doing that to get that yellow edging. But as you can see, the whole thing has the yellow edging, which makes it look a bit more like her jacket. And then you just go with your sewing machine over every part of that. Get some yellow thread, keep it matching, make it look pretty. Next thing I decided to work on was making her undertop. She does have a black undertop, and I would say it's probably like a crop top, a tube top, I wasn't sure. So what I ended up doing was I took a swimsuit top I own. I thought that looked like what might be what she's wearing underneath is something similar to this. I decided to move the camera so you can see, lay it down on some black fabric, because her obvious top is black. I used some artist chalk and I just traced the outline of the top, the outline of the swimsuit top with the chalk. Like I always say, leave some open space for your seams. They just go around the whole thing like so. And you can do it as slow, obviously, or quick as you want. And so remove that, and that's how I got my pattern for the top. For the back side, basically all I did was I used the same thing. I just had where I cut it right here so it doesn't have that peaky top. So I made a line like that. And so the back side of the shirt I just cut here, and that was the parts I cut. That was like that then for this pattern for the back side of the top. And of course I put the two sides together. I just put the two sides together, edges together, and I sewed them together. Turn it right way outwards, and I ended up with my top. And that's how I ended up with the top. But it's a non-outfit. I can even show you how it looks. I think I might have to adjust the sleeves, all I did for the straps is I just put the black top on before the straps are on, and I took this black fabric and I went like that, held it, took my other arm, tried to, in a sense, wrap it around to my back and saw where it fell, saw where this fell, took my scissors and just cut right there, and so that's how I got my length of my strap, and then I just sewed it from the front top part, the peaky part of the top front, into, of course, the flat part of the back. I will have to shorten the top. Right now it is too long, because with her it is short. She is obviously showing her midriff, so that's the only thing I have to do is just hem it up, so then it'll be shorter. You can't tell from my dress I'm wearing, but my stomach would end right about right there. So that's how I got the top made. Not too bad at all. That's an easy thing to do. So that's just, in a sense, a quick tutorial figured I'd do for you guys today. For her leg straps, she does have leg straps. She has arm straps. I had some pleather material and I just cut thin strips, and I basically, once I cut the thin strips out, I took it, wrapped it around my arm, and wherever it felt like it, where it ended, I just took my scissors and I snipped, and so that's how I got the proper length. And while I'm leaving, obviously, space so it can fold over, it's because I'm going to use Velcro. Attach a piece of Velcro to this side, piece of Velcro to this side, so then it'll Velcro together, and that's how the arm straps will hold on to my arms. The leg straps, obviously, I took the material, held it to my leg. Same thing with the arm, just cut it where, in a sense, we'll just use my ankle, cut it to where I felt it fit around my upper thigh. I'm not gonna go that high and showing because I'm wearing a dress today. So that's how I made the straps, and with those I'll also do Velcro, and then they'll hold together like that. I don't know if I should do any elastic because I got to try it with the Velcro to see if it's actually going to stay up or if it's going to want to keep falling down on my leg. Because I've had that in the past when I try to make knee highs myself. They always want to fall down. They never want to stay up when I make homemade leggings. So that's kind of the quick tutorial on how to do that. And then, so let me readjust, sorry. She does have the silver, I guess, part that goes underneath her belt. What I've done for that is I took silver ribbon that I bought from the craft store. And it was a thick ribbon. I will have to iron this so I get rid of the crease I got going on. And I just, once again, held the ribbon to my waist, cut at the points where it seemed like it met properly for how it sits on Sinon's waist. And it does have I got that the wrong way, but it does have a curve to each side of him. So I cut out the curve shape as best as I could. And ribbon, when you cut into it, does tend to want to fray. So I bought something called fray check, and I just laid the ribbon down on some cardboard, and I just go around the edge with the fray check. It's like a very light glue, and it stops the edges from fraying. I am thinking of doing thicker material to the backside to attach this to make it feel stiffer, because I don't know, I feel like the ribbon might be a little too light weight for this part of her costume. I was going to say it should have some kind of weight to it. And then let's see, the next thing I was planning on doing is her breastplate. And let me pause for a second, get the material to show you that I'm going to use for that. Okay, so the material I'm going to use to make the front of her breastplate and the back side of her breastplate, oops, my Sinon fell, is foam sheets. You can once again get that at Joann, Hobby Lobby, any craft store, Walmart, Target. And I'm just going to basically hold that up to myself, and it does have like a triangle shape to the top. So where did I put? So what I'm basically, let's look at the example. You can do, like I said, a printout and just see how that looks. Kind of trace where I feel like the shape happens. I might be going a little too far inward. And it does go all the way under her arm and gets thinner. So this is kind of what I do initially to try to figure out how I want to do something. I usually tend to hold everything up to myself. And then looks slightly curved on the bottom. Once again, her midriff would still be showing, so it's not going to go all the way to my stomach. And so as you can see, that's where all my drawing lines are, my shape lines. So that's how I start off a process to try to figure out if I want to make something like this. What I hear is really good for this actually is to put this material in the oven or take a hair dryer to it. You heat it up. Don't, of course, leave it in too long, just a few minutes. Check on it regularly. As soon as you have it heated, you can either take something that you feel would resemble the shape that you want it to be in, or hold it literally to your body so that it actually goes to the contours of your chest in a sense. So then after you have that, you just cut out your shape. And actually, I'm going to cut this out a little wider first than what I have for lines drawn, just to make sure I didn't overcut. So I undercut initially, then overcut until I screw up the project. Then I'm just going to kind of cut it out and test how that seems to look held against myself. To be honest, if you want it to be exactly the same on both sides, fold your material in half and cut out the shape so then it's even on both sides. If you fold in half that way, then you get the exact curve you're supposed to get. But right now, that's looking about right, I feel like, for her breastplate. I don't think I overcut it too much. So just fold that, like I said, in half, just like that, and cut around so you get the exact same shape to both sides of this. we basically got our front part of our breastplate for Sinon. So, boom. And then I take another piece and I just make a straight shape. And that's not going to be quite long enough. I'll have to put a filler, I think, piece on the sides, but otherwise it's basically just taking that, and just adhering them together. You can use hot glue, crafts glue. You can even try sewing the two pieces together, to be honest. It's more preference of what you feel works for you, what kind of materials you are comfortable with working with. So that's kind of, like I said, you can put the piece in an oven, put it on like a cookie sheet, just heat it up for a few minutes. It will of course be kind of hot, but then you'll just take it out of the oven and just kind of, and it says rub it down over there you want it to cover, and hopefully it takes on the shape of your body that way. Because I did do it once and I made a breastplate for a Austin costume and it kind of worked. That probably wasn't my best thing at doing, but there's the tutorial on doing the breastplate, the trim, the legging pieces. Next thing I'll probably move on to is trying to make her wings. I might do a test run on that before I make the video. I'm hoping to use vinyl material that you get at a craft store because of the fact it is translucent. It's got a little stiffness to it, and I'm just gonna take wire around the edges to hold the shape of the wings that she has in place. So I'm gonna play around with that a little, and then I will make a video when I feel like I kind of have it figured out for you guys. So that's today's video. As always, thank you for tuning in. Leave comments, like me, share Sinon, like her outfit. Comment suggestions, your tips, what you've done. Leave it all in the comments. I'd love to hear what everybody else is doing. If you guys are following along, send pictures. And as always, happy meow-rific day. Bye bye from Cupcake Kitten.